Squad News. Welcome back to the second ever episode of Squad News here on the Ray Squad Busters channel, dude. Oh, we are in good times, baby. And hey, seeing that the channel is relatively new, if you enjoy my videos, if you enjoy hanging out with your boy over here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We gotta hit that 10K milestone ASAP. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. But starting things off here in this episode of Squad News, catching up to speed with all the stuff that has been going down in the community as of recently. One thing that I'm particularly happy about here with Squad Busters recently is how much new content comes out to keep the game exciting and spiced up, right? We just had 3 new troops added to the game, which is really exciting. Believe it or not, I wanted to include this as well. There was a poll over here on Twitter asking the community what their favorite troop out of Dr. T, Jesse, and Ice Wizard, and by far, huge landslide, Jesse took the cake. 58% of the votes over here out of 3,000 said that Jesse was their favorite. She is incredibly good, especially in modifiers where you can just get a crap ton of Jessies. Spawning out so many of those turrets is incredibly broken. So really good unit. Just recently, we got a brand new gem pass here, which is awesome. And we're already getting hit up with really exciting events. This one centralized around the chicken. Guys, I don't know how you feel about it, but I really like the chicken. He's one of my favorite units. I am a runner. I only beef with people I know I could take out. If it's not that, I am out of there, bro. There's just not that much benefit of trying to antagonize people or going aggro, right? A lot of the time, you just farm that resources, dude. But a little bit more about the event here. I'm sure you guys are kind of caught up to speed now at this point. If you are participating in other Supercell games, it seems like they're kind of adopting the same exact practices or things like that with these awesome community events. To be completely honest, it's one of my favorite newer addition to Supercell games in quite some time. There's just something nice about trying to tackle something as a community all together. And once you do it, you are rewarded with rewards. Free stuff. Free is always good. It's super straightforward. All we have to do is spam chickens in game. You see a chicken pop up in your chest, you spam it. It might not be good for your comp, but spam it. We're chicken mains now, people. We are chicken mains for the event. But as you can see, for the free rewards, which we've already gotten to a few, we're currently inching our way towards that 50 million mark. But at 10 million chickens, we got 10 Mega Dragon chickens, 20 million chickens, 20 baby chickens. At 50 million, 20,000 coins. At 80 million, we can see 80 baby chickens, which is pretty dang solid for free progression, right? And then finally, the creme de la creme, the end goal. 20 million chickens, we get the skin, the black belt chicken skin, which I gotta say, one of my favorite skins in a while here in Squad Busters. Bro, these skins where it shows like characters in derpy fashions, and by far the chicken is the most derpy character in this game. I've been a fan of derpy chicken even before Squad Busters, bro. He's pretty much so every single one of my PFPs over in Brawl Stars on the Supercell ID. But man, I love the goofy skins, dude. So dang good. And I'm guessing we'll be able to get to it. Most of these events, it seems like the dev team is aware of what's realistic with their milestones that they want to achieve. So don't worry too much. Throughout my time playing any Supercell game, I don't think we've ever not completed the end goal of any community event. So we'll get it, hopefully. But moving along to our next bit of news, speaking of free rewards, Squad Busters has been dishing out free stuff like crazy recently. They just recently gave away a really hype skin for the witch, the kimono witch skin here for everyone that managed to get to Squad League. I don't know if this is going to be a reoccurring practice for like every single season, but upon the reset, people who made it there ended up getting the skin for free, which, dude, I hope this is a reoccurring practice. You guys know how I feel about free things. It's the best. Free is always good. Freaking hype as heck, bro. And seeing that Squad Busters is relatively in its like beginner phases, right? It's very young. Who knows? This might be one of those skins that we look back on a few years from now and be like, yo, that is one of the rarest skins in Squad Busters. But setting aside the lighter stuff, just getting caught up to speed, it's time to dive into the more serious things happening here inside of Squad Busters. So I'm sure if you guys have been playing the game, you'll know kind of the structure that we have here, the progression system, the rarities or the evolution tiers for each of the characters, right? Where it stands right now, the highest tier that we can make it it to evolve our troops here is Ultra 4 stars, which I have to say takes a very, very long time. I've actually spent quite a bit of gems on this game, and I'm really, really far away from most of these. It's pretty dang wild, and that's not in a negative way or anything like that. Honestly, there has to be long-term progression in any game for it to be enjoyable for most people, so I'm okay with it. But where it stands right now, we're capped at Ultra, but of course there'll come a time where people will make it to the Ultra tier, and obviously that means that progression will be halted for individuals, much like the top players on the leaderboard. Their motivations right now is just to grind trophies, trying to be at the very top, right? But once this progression's out of the way, it makes way for a brand new tier, a 5-star tier. I don't know if a lot of people have been talking about this inside of the community, but I ended up stumbling across this post over here on Reddit from this individual, South Bullfrog 8172, epic name. But this is literally right up my alley because they went full on detective mode, finding some very, very interesting information in one of the most roundabout ways I've ever seen. But it seems like there's a new tier and we have a confirmation as what the name is going to be for these 5-star troops, and that is the Ultimate Troops. Bro, I didn't even have this downloaded on my freaking tablet here, but if you have it downloaded, the Play Games application, if you don't, just download in the Google Play Store. But if we head to it and type in Squad Busters, basically it goes over all the achievements in the game to rack up points for this in-game Google Play Games thing. I never really pay attention to it, but if we take a look at all the achievements in the game, there's quite a few, but at the very bottom there's ones that are locked either by, you know, my own progression, but there's one specifically locked because it's not here in the game yet, and that's this final one. It says final form, evolve a character to ultimate. For some reason initially my mind drifted towards megas, like another version of megas, which I was really, really nervous about. But as you can see, the progression here, we have evolve a character to ultra, and the very next one is ultimate. So that's pretty dang exciting if you ask me. The only worry obviously is how long it takes for us to get to ultra as it is. How long is it gonna take to get to freaking ultimate, and how much is it gonna cost? I've been watching those YouTube videos out there from Squad Busters content creators maxing out their accounts for multiple thousands of dollars. I don't even want to know how much an ultimate is going to cost, seeing that the discrepancy between the tier in between the 3-star and ultra, that's like one of the biggest gaps that we see in Squad Busters. So is that gonna be the same exact from ultra to ultimate? I don't want to see it, but at the very least it's something exciting to look forward to here in Squad Busters in the form of new content. You guys should let me know what you're thinking about that. I could see this going in the ways of certain people seeing this as like a negative, kind of reminding us as things like the progression system in Clash Royale, where there is higher levels, there's more power and people can buy that power and you're forced to go up against that. People use their credit card and it's harder to be a pay to win. It happens in these types of games. So yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this ultimate tier for each of our troops in Squad Busters. It's interesting. We really don't have any information about like a timeline when it would make sense for them to be released, but I couldn't see it happening for quite some time. I might be wrong about that, but hey, for some strange reason, Google Play has the deets of upcoming updates in Squad Busters, which is pretty dang cool. But yeah, man, that's just about all I got for you guys here in this episode of Squad News. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves chilling out with your boy. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying yourselves with Squad Busters as well. I have some pretty dang fun ideas for new content around the corner, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. We'll be having some fun over here, that's for dang sure. But yeah, we'll be talking super soon, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.